Hi everyone, my name is Chris. I'm the founder of Shelly Systems, which is a tool you can use to write diagrams using code. So I created Shelly Systems to solve the problem of stale diagrams. Essentially, diagrams with information that's frequently changing, frequently being updated, and especially if there are a lot of them, it's really time consuming to have to go into PowerPoint, change this thing here, change this thing here, in several different places. You want to really get out the information you need to get out without having to spend too much time. So that's why I made Shelly Systems, where you can define things using code. It's a much more robust way of modeling your processes and creating your documentation. You can use spreadsheet-like formulas and a really readable data slash markup language to make your diagrams. Again, you get the benefits of reusability and composing different pieces of information, and then you can just put that into your documentation because your diagrams are going to update automatically when you update one thing and you reuse that same item that you updated. As an introduction, let me show you a quick flowchart that you can create to model a login process. Here you have nodes and edges. The nodes are the individual pieces of information in the flowchart. Maybe they could be a step, they could be a process, they can be a data object, whatever you want them to be. The edges are the connections between them. So in this process, we have this enter credentials, which also happens to be a flowchart, which means you can nest flowcharts within other flowcharts. And then it goes out to these both go out to login user, which goes to user session. So this is just a simple example. I'd also would like to introduce you the concept of formulas in Shelly Systems. So with formulas, you can do some data analysis just like you would if you were in a spreadsheet. So the only difference is that with YAML, you have a bit more structure and hierarchy to your systems or to the data you're modeling. So you'll have to do things slightly differently, but it'll still be spreadsheet inspired. So you can see here in line 14, we use this map function to go through each item in the collection and pull out the cost from those, and then we can sum them up, and then we can even use those in documentation strings as well. Now you can combine the formulas with the diagrams. So here we have two flowcharts that I've already created. I'm referencing those flowcharts in this tasks flowchart. So you can see research and development are coming from these formulas. And then I defined a connection between these two nodes. You can also plug this into a state machine to get this nice visualization here, essentially declaring the styles of each of the nodes based on the status value within them. So you can see that there are some nodes that are done, some nodes that are in progress, and some nodes that are still to do. Quick overview of the features of Shelly Systems. You have 4 different diagram types. You also have the ability to use formulas and templating to really declare, reuse, and transform data. You get to visualize those diagrams as you create them, and then even import data between files to keep your files and diagram code readable. I really think that if you are struggling with keeping documentation up to date, keeping your diagrams updated, and especially updating them quickly, and you're tired of working with PowerPoint, give Shelly Systems a try. You can go to systems.shellysys.com. You can also contact me if you have any questions or want any advice on process modeling or anything along those lines. Thank you for watching. Talk to you later.